Woo! Hey guys, it's Riding with Rex back after a long kind of pause. This is going to be a really short one because I'm pretty much almost home. I had to figure out some things regarding a wedding I'm going to on Saturday. But this is your buddy Theosaurus Rex, and I wanted to just do a real quick Riding with Rex about Columbus Day. Today's Columbus Day, the celebration of the fact that a poor Italian guy, after getting rejected multiple times, was able to convince the Spanish monarchs to give him 3 ships and come over to India. At the time, it was revolutionary because they believed the world was flat. At the time, a lot like our own, I guess, because some people believe the world is flat as well. But it is all good. That's a whole nother topic. So I'm a part of a lot of different groups on Facebook and whatnot. Everyone's like, we're going to call it Indigenous America Day or whatever the case is, because, you don't want to glorify genocide and homicide and rape and stuff like that. And, they make it out to be that, hey, it is that the Indians were just Native Americans, whatever you want to call them, were just chilling, minding their own business and being like, oh, this is great. We are such great friends. We are one powerful nation that everyone's the same. We don't have any different tribes and stuff like that. This is great. No, that's not the way it is. So whatever Christopher Columbus did or didn't do, whatever his people did, whatever Europeans ended up doing over there, that was wrong in and of itself. If it was, whatever they did that was wrong was wrong. And it's wrong because it's objectively wrong. In the same way that committing genocide, the child sacrifices the Aztecs did, rape and pillaging and all the other kind of stuff, it's no different if someone with white skin from Europe does it to indigenous people versus the indigenous people doing it to themselves. Because the individual actions, the sins in and of themselves, are what makes an action right or wrong, not who does it. Who does it doesn't matter. There's a little thing by this guy, Syeten, called Sexy Justice Warriors and the Trek of Peace, or something along that lines. And anyway, in it, one of the episodes, they go and they have this black priest, and he's killed by another black priest, and the guy from ISIS is freaking out and stuff like that. But the Sexy Justice Warriors are over there like, oh, what one person of color does to another person of color is none of my business. And the girl that's supposed to play Milo Stewart is like, well, killing people of color is like saying the N-word. It's only a problem when white people do it. And I think that kind of goes to kind of the modern leftist culture. Well, certain things are, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, because a white person did these things. Well, guess what? An indigenous person raping a woman and another indigenous person, or a white woman or whatever, is no different than a European person coming over and raping an indigenous person or another white person or European person, whoever they are. It doesn't matter. Things are objectively right or wrong. And that's what the whole thing about. So I'm part of like a youth pastors group, and they're talking like, oh, who's going to talk about this? And when you talk about moral injustice, blah, 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 what does it matter? First off, it's Monday. Nobody has youth on Monday. Number 2, it's not really that big of a holiday. Number 3, what is it like? You can talk about things that are you can talk about things that are bad to do. Okay, fine. It's morally unjust to do all these things. Well, it's not just the Europeans that did them. So if you're going to talk about sin in and of itself, which in that case takes away any issue for talking about it around Christopher Columbus. And furthermore, we're not celebrating anything that he may or may not have done that was wrong. We're celebrating the fact that it's because of him that Europe came over to the U.S. And if not for us doing that, then somebody else would have. And those people might not have been the same. They might not have been Western. And really, Western values are super important. And it's because of Western values the world is the way that it is. And that there's been such prosperity and such leaps made in science. All this kind of stuff. Anyway, that was a real quick thing. I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of my thoughts on Columbus Day. You guys have any thoughts? Whatever. Cool. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.